This is a free video from epSos.de about the health benefits of red wine. Red wine is one of the oldest cultural beverages for women. The ancient Egyptians, Greeks and Romans used wine as a general pain remedy and stimulant. The Greek doctor Hippocrates introduced the wine for specific medicinal applications around 400 BC. He used wine as a tonic for convalescents, as a sedative, as sleep aid, for mood disorders, as an analgesic, in cardiovascular disorders and even for eye infections. He also prescribed wine for satiety, bacterial and toxic-related intestinal diseases, and as a diuretic. Wine was used for the surface treatment of wounds for disinfections. In wine-drinking countries, people die less from cardiovascular diseases. Long-term studies have demonstrated consistently that with moderate red wine consumption, a significantly lower rate of lethal cardiac and cerebral infarction was recorded. This is true for both men and women and is especially observed in elderly people with good genes. The health benefits of red wine come from the red skins of the grapes. So, eating red grapes is as healthy as drinking red wine without the sedative effect. 1 liter of good wine contains 800 to 900 grams of water, 20 to 30 grams of glucose and fructose, 5 to 10 grams of glycerine, 6 to 12 grams of various organic acids, 60 to 100 grams of alcohol, a few grams of potassium, magnesium, calcium and iron. 2 glasses of red wine can contribute to meet the daily requirement of minerals. This is especially true for potassium, magnesium, calcium and iron, as well as some trace elements. The polyphenol contained in organic red wines mainly inhibits cell aging, inflammation, blood clotting and thus the formation of blood clots in the head, lungs and heart. The healthy dose for healthy adult is 1 to 2 glasses of red wine per day. Anything beyond 2 glasses will destroy the body by alcohol. Regular and moderate red wine consumption prevents heart attacks and maintains the elasticity of the blood vessels. Because wine improves blood flow to the heart muscle, lowers blood cholesterol, improves the flow properties of the blood and reduces the risk of thrombosis. Regular and moderate red wine consumption extends life expectancy. Because wine contains natural antioxidants that slow down cell aging and reduce cancer mortality. Regular and moderate red wine consumption detoxifies the body. Because the kidneys are more active, red wine improves urine flow and increases the excretion of waste products. Regular and moderate red wine consumption support the defense against diseases. Because red wine reduces the viability of pathogens, bacteria and viruses and increases the body's own immune powers. Regular and moderate red wine consumption slows the bone decalcification and prevents the dangerous osteoporosis in old women. Regular and moderate red wine consumption promotes mild bioregeneration. Because moderate wine consumption harmonizes valuable minerals in the body and refreshes the mood. For women, regular and moderate red wine consumption keeps old women more physically active and mentally happy. Because red wine reduces the age-related deterioration of the brain functions and improves cerebral blood flow with better supply of oxygen to the brain, it is possible to replace red with good grape juice that contains the peels of red grapes. But the usual grape juice does not contain the peels of the red grapes in comparison to the healthy red wine that uses the skins of the whole grapes for fermentation. A moderate consumption of red wine is beneficial to health. This is partly false and known as the French paradox that is based on observation of French women in comparison to residents of other countries that have no basic sanitary standards. Please remember that excessive consumption of alcohol damages the body in many ways. Stable alcohol concentration in the blood does promote alcohol poisoning. The severity of poisoning ranges from mild intoxication to the heavy alcoholic coma. Some types of cancer can be prevented by red wine. This effect is mainly caused by the vegetable antioxidant resveratrol, which introduces the dirty end to cancer cells. It should be noted that the regular consumption of alcohol promotes other diseases, such as cancer of the larynx. The health-promoting aspects of red wine should therefore be critically evaluated by each woman in a group and alone. Red wines with prolonged fermentation of grape skins and seeds of all varieties have the highest levels of polyphenols, which have proven to be preventive for heart and circulatory diseases. Good wine contains many polyphenols as well as proanthocyanidins. Red and white wine is also great for cooking healthy food. When marinating meat, the red wine has the function of flavoring. It also makes the meat softer. The collagen in the meat is destroyed by the acid attack from the wine. Tannins and other constituents of wine relax the meat to be more tender and tastier. Long marination of meat can dominate the taste of the meat. Red wine is best for dark meat like lamb and beef. When cooking with wine, the wine is boiled. During cooking, the biochemical decomposition processes are intensified, so that the bandwidth of the active substances is greater, which can have positive effects on the formation of flavors and texture of the food. A glass of wine with a healthy meal raises the pleasure, promotes gastrointestinal function, and thus contributes significantly to the well-being and, therefore, to health. Live long and a healthy. Be good, be wise, have fun, and thank you for supporting the Creative Commons movement.